Cameras capture everything, including moments hunters wish they could forget. Armed trespassers, charging
Hey, have you given permission to this, somebody to come out here and hunt besides me and my son?
charging bears. Bullets flying overhead.
That bullet just came over my head.
Screams in darkness. 9 encounters proving wilderness isn't always peaceful. Some walked away. Others barely survived. This is what cameras caught. Number 9, the armed trespasser. Eric took son deer hunting. Private land. Official permission. From beginning, something felt off. Stranger already on property. Armed. Hey man, who are you? Who the hell are y'all? Eric, and this is my son. We're about to hunt here. Do you have permission? Yep, from landowner. Eric seriously doubted that. Heard nothing about other authorized hunters. Immediately called landowner to confirm. Response clear. Stranger had no right being there. While Eric still on phone, man's demeanor changed dramatically. Became visibly nervous, increasingly aggressive. At one point drew weapon. Eric confronted him directly, stating trespassing, illegally hunting private property. Instead, owning up, man acted like Eric and son causing trouble. Refused explaining how got onto land, eventually tried walking away. Tension kept rising. For a moment felt like situation could spiral out of control. Fortunately didn't. Man left without further incident. Still, encounter with armed trespasser could have ended very differently. Dangerous reminder how quickly things go wrong in woods. Number 8. Public land dispute. The 27th of November, 2024, man took daughter on first bow hunt, public land, South Dakota. Video uploaded to YouTube channel Homeschool Hunter, gained over 1 million views. Shortly after began hunt, motion-activated trail camera suddenly went off. Possible sign another hunter already nearby. Father and daughter tried remaining quiet. Soon man appeared. Accused them interfering with hunt even though area open to everyone. Tensions quickly rose. Insisted they had no business being there. Upset trail camera losing battery. Angry they set up close to it. This is anti-harassment. No, it isn't. I'm checking my camera because it's getting low. You're harassing because you come in here screwing up my hunting area. This is not your hunting area. This is public land. Man claiming hunted area long time. Said this kind of thing happened often. Criticized father and daughter for lacking hunter etiquette. They responded his own behavior far from respectful or ethical. Sparked broader argument over use of public land. Having gear set up or having hunted before doesn't give anyone exclusive rights. Father and daughter maintained following law, not disturbing anyone. Man insisted should have known he was there. Camera recorded them earlier that morning. Argument continued while, eventually man left. Father and daughter chose ending hunt for day. Return another time. Number 7, the brown bear charge. The 28th of January, 2023. Video uploaded YouTube channel Stuck in Rut. Quickly went viral. Features siblings Tana and Trevor. Brown bear hunt deep Alaskan wilderness. After several days backcountry, finally spot bear they've been tracking. What should have been final stretch suddenly turns dangerous. Got bear spotted. About 3 miles as crow flies across river. Probably about 5 miles to get to it. Hunters attempt closing distance for clean shot. Bear moves higher up mountain. Despite exhaustion and harsh terrain, snow, ice, steep climbs keep pushing forward. Wind makes harder remaining undetected. Trevor sees bear within range, gets rifle ready. But worst possible moment. Gun jams. As struggles fixing it, bear begins moving toward them. Trevor manages firing 3 shots. All hit, but animal keeps advancing. Even wounded, bear doesn't stop. Gap between it and hunters closes fast. When gun jams again becomes clear, time to run. Turn off camera. No longer about filming, about survival. As flee, Tana pulls out phone documenting what's happening. Bear chased them down mountainside, forcing abandoned gear. Only at very last moment Trevor managed firing final shot. This time brings animal down. Story could have ended tragedy. Stark reminder how dangerous wild animals can be even when wounded. When creature can take multiple rifle shots and still charge. Powerful example how unpredictable and unforgiving nature can be. Number 6. Screams in the forest. While hunting remote forest, Missouri, Nick and Ted suddenly heard gunshot, followed by terrifying screams. Immediately grabbed camera. Started recording. No cell service in area. Calling police was an option. All could do was listen to chaos unfolding nearby. Later tried again getting signal to report what happened. Still unable making call. According to them, entire situation felt like something straight out horror movie. Not wanting taking chances, headed back to truck. Get out of woods. Contact authorities from safer location. Later reported. While hearing gunshots during hunting season wasn't unusual, what followed was nearly 30 minutes of shouting, profanity, over 20 gunshots. Sounded deeply disturbing. Something not good's going on. God, I hate you. Also provided GPS coordinates for suspected location of incident. Few days later, said followed up with local wildlife officers. Officials investigated area, found no signs anything had taken place. Despite report and detailed coordinates, no evidence of crime or emergency. Whole experience deeply unsettled hunters. While never felt directly threatened, event left them thinking about worst-case scenarios. Had they just overheard someone having breakdown or behaving erratically? Or was it something far more disturbing? Question remains unanswered. Number 5. Bullet overhead. The 9th of December 2018, hunter named Darren uploaded video to YouTube. Turned out far more unsettling than typical deer hunt. Final day of season, Manitoba. Little success all year. This was last shot at trophy buck. While tracking, noticed fresh signs large deer passed through area. But just as hope building, vehicle drove by. Likely other hunters. Chances seemed shrinking. Oh, for Pete's sake. Freaking road hunters. Then everything changed. Out of nowhere, bullet whizzed right over Darren's head. Oh my goodness, that bullet just came over my head. Sounds like hit though, you freaking idiot. Someone opened fire. Most likely at deer. Unaware another person directly in line of fire. Darren quickly took cover behind nearby trees, trying to protect himself from follow-up shots. Fortunately, wasn't injured. But situation could have easily ended disaster. Man, I wish there were some bigger trees here. Dude, this guy's going to freaking kill me. He's shooting right towards me. Later told other hunters entire moment captured on video. Narrowly escaped serious harm. Incident sobering reminder how dangerous hunting can be. Especially final days of season when people grow desperate. Start taking risks. One careless shot can change everything in an instant. Number 4. Black bear stalking. Fort McMurray, Canada. Bruce D. Allen uploaded video YouTube channel, showing him and friend dangerously close encounter with black bear. All began when bear suddenly emerged from behind trees, started confidently approaching them. Back, stay. That's it. That's as far as you're going. Stop right now. Men likely expected animal pause and observe from distance. Instead showed clear and persistent interest. Began backing away slowly, trying leaving area without provoking animal. Even though 2 of them, bear kept following, step by step. Get back, get together, Greg. We got to look big, let us go. At one point started scanning ground for rocks, just in case needed defending themselves. Bear continued trailing them, jumping, even attempting climbing few trees, seeming momentarily distracted. Seizing opportunity, men picked up pace, tried putting much distance between themselves and animal as possible. With just few yards left to vehicle, broke into run. After what likely one of most terrifying wildlife encounters of their lives, both made it safely back to car. Sitting inside, were in complete shock at what just happened. Number 3. Wolf pack encounter. Justin from Limitless Outdoors YouTube channel had scare of his life. Came face to face with entire pack-hungry wolves, completely unarmed. After hearing howls from nearby mountain, decided blowing whistle few times. Grabbed their attention. Within just 5 minutes, members of pack started appearing at bottom of hill, seemingly curious about sound. What a day not to have a gun. Here they come. I don't have a gun. At this point, most people probably call it day, run for their lives. But not Justin. Instead kept calling out, trying luring them even closer. 2 hungry predators locked eyes with him for several tense minutes, finally deciding turning around, rejoining others who already started leaving. Can only hope Justin realizes just how lucky was making it out there alive. Number 2. Mysterious stalker. While hunting woods, Mike noticed something strange. Seemed like someone following him. Video later titled, "Mysterious Man Stalks Me in Woods of Dudleytown." At first glance, man looked like ordinary passerby, but area completely deserted. Mike couldn't shake feeling stranger watching him far too closely. Watch who's stalking who now. Do you see a person? Yeah, who's stalking who now? At that moment, Mike stopped, briefly changing into more suitable hunting gear. Unsettling encounter left him with more questions than answers. Who was that man? Why was he following Mike? Tell me I'm crazy. Look at that. I'm by myself. Oh my God. Number 1. The bear attack. May 2017. 4-5-year-old Richard Wesley out bow hunting, Ontario, Canada. suddenly came face to face with last animal once seeing wilderness, bear. Initially tried laying low in bushes, hoped bear would walk away without noticing him. Unfortunately, wide open area, bear saw him, coming toward him. One option's really had, run away, which, considering bear's top speed up to 35 miles per hour, wasn't really possible. Or stand ground, try scaring bear away before got too close. Black bears generate bite force up to 1000 psi with 2.5-inch long teeth. Enough easily fracture human skull, even sever head completely from neck. Adult black bears weigh up to 600 pounds. Once bear on top of you, no practical way getting it off. Plus, weight alone can cause asphyxiation within seconds. Not mentioned 2-inch-long claws leaving deep lacerations down to bone. With all this mind, stood up, tried intimidating bear. Unfortunately backfired horribly. Instead, running away, bear lunged at Richard, slammed into ground. For a moment thought this was end. But as falling down, something exceptionally lucky happened. Wooden bow Richard holding got shoved into bear's jaw. Not only kept bear from shredding arm, biting into wood also disoriented it enough, making it turn and leave Richard alone. Despite coming dangerously close, losing life, walked away with only few minor bruises. While escaped physical harm, psychological impact significant. As stated interview later, we watched video footage. My stomach just tightened. My wife started crying. Experience also left Richard with far deeper appreciation for life he has. 9 encounters, 9 cameras, 9 reminders. Wilderness demands respect. Armed trespassers, public land disputes, charging bears, wolf packs, mysterious stalkers. Bullets flying overhead, screams in darkness, animals refusing to back down. Some hunters walked away unharmed, others barely survived. But all learned same lesson. Nature unpredictable, danger real. Cameras capture everything. If these encounters changed how you see hunting, hit that like button. Subscribe for more disturbing footage caught on camera. Comment below. Which encounter scared you most? Would you have handled it differently? Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.